it has been a while. A long while. I'm pretty sure I haven't been in this in FIFA 22 yet. A Champions League final is about to be played. And if you've got any chance at winning one, the team that we play today, out of all the teams that were in the semis and all the teams in the quarterfinals, is the team we would want to play. As welcome, guys, that's not jinxing anything, hopefully, to the final episode of season number 2 of the Barcelona FIFA 22 rebuild. It's episode number 12, and yes, what an episode it's going to be. I'm so glad as well, before we started this, it has rolled around on episode 12, not 13. We do not want this going unlucky, as in today's episode, I'm going to speak the truth and what can happen. But before that, if you don't want to know it, make sure you go ahead and skip back to the previous episode. Turn that red notification bell and subscribe button down below into grey, so you're notified when a video comes out and you subscribe to the channel. Race for 6k, as let's speak what will happen. I'll start on this main menu. We have 5 points over Real Madrid in the La Liga season this year. We've played 35 games, there is 38. That means we have 3 games left. Not necessarily hard teams. We've got 2 home games left as well, which I want to play first. If I show you those, it is Celta Vigo, Getafe and Villarreal. If we win these first 2, which the way the league form is going, we should be winning these, we will wrap up the Liga title at Getafe, at the new camp actually, against Getafe, so we can see the trophy lifted at home. If not, it's going to be an extra long episode and we'll have to play 4 games, including Villarreal away, to hopefully lift the title and not bottle it before a week later. I really want to rotate for that Villarreal game. A week later we have Napoli in the neutral Champions League final on the 27th of May 2023. And what a big game that is. I just love it if I can give my players a 2-week break. I know that's a long time, but I'd rather them be fully fit and raring to go for the next game, as Celta Vigo are 10th. We are at home. We have, I would say, a fully fit team apart from our defence, but I trust them to get through it, as these are the soldiers going to the field to try and get us one step closer. I said it was one hand on the trophy against Atletico Madrid. This is definitely one hand on the trophy here against Celta Vigo. Ter Stegen in goal, Mazraoui, Eric Garcia, Andreas Christensen and Marc Cucurella at left back, with Frank Kessié, Frenkie de Jong and Pedri in the midfield. Ferran Torres on the right wing, Memphis Depay up front over Richarlison and Ansu Fati on the left. We've got a very strong bench as well. Richarlison, Dembele, Dani Olmo, Gavi, Dest and Piqué. I wouldn't mind seeing lift the trophy, but be a risk to thread him in. Maybe off the bench one time. As let's get over this first hurdle if we can. As they're showing the things. Of course, the title can be won today if Real Madrid fail to win. As it's showing you the new camp change rooms. I've never seen that angle before. Here is the team we face. Villar in goal. Quite low rated. Malo, Leon, Dominguez and Medrano. It looks like they've got a very low rated squad. Beltran 80, Solari, Garcia, Vaya and Dabur, with Tengia and Gurace up front. Don't know what's happened to Celta Vigo. Look like they're overperforming with that team. No Iago Aspas or anything, as Cucurella with a pass into Kessié. It's onto Eric Garcia now. We'll try and sneak forward slightly. Eric Garcia across the middle of the park into Memphis Depay. Pedri sticks that one out wide. We've got to be up for this one. Ansu, can we get an early goal? We do! It's a beautiful flying header from Ferran Torres. 5 minutes in, you can see these players scrapping for the title. Brilliant header, and that's come straight from kickoff. Just eased through the defence, out wide. Brilliant touch from Ansu Fati into his path. Just dips that into the box. And Ferran, beautiful. We have a lead, and that is very nicely within 7 minutes. Vigo will not know what's hit them. Can we even hit them harder? Pedri round the wing. Ansu Fati this time into it. That's a shot, and Memphis with a rebound. It is 2 within 9 minutes. Memphis Depay gets this. I hope Real Madrid are bottling it. What a start to the game this is. I'm glad I got to see the ratings of the team. It put the confidence up. Keeper with a horrific save. Straight into the path of the Flying Dutchman, who just taps it home. We can only hope we do this in the Champions League final, of course, against Napoli, as Mazraoui winning his header. Ferran Torres looking for Memphis Depay, who battles hard to get that and gets it out to Ferran, He's going to have to come inside a little bit and switch one in the middle. Just a bit wayward. The ball over the top right here as Eric Garcia jumps on this one. We haven't scored 3 in 10 minutes, which I was hoping for once we got them goals, but we'll keep on going. Pedri, the youngster, through the middle. Memphis back onto the wonder kid. That's a good pass. Look where Frankie de Jong is. What a space to be in, and what a goal it is. It wasn't 3-0 in 10 minutes, but it's 3-0 in 20. Frankie de Jong, what a position to get yourself into as the right holding midfielder. Just jumps into the gap, hits at the near post. We are having a field day. Celta Vigo will not know what has hit them. They have rotated already, you can tell. Safe and comfortable in mid-table. Maybe they've already rotated as Ansu Fati morphs his way through, and that's a good pass into Frankie. He goes for a 1-2 with Memphis, just off. But still, what an incredible performance as Marc Cucurella wins that easily. Straight into Ansu, fizzed pass there as Ferran passes this on to Memphis. Ferran making the run over the top, and he gets the ball back from over the top. Ferran Torres goes for a step inside, gets it, goes for that finesse shot, but couldn't pull it off. Still, I'm extremely impressed with the scoreline at the moment as De Boer goes backwards into Eric Garcia. He's just been stepped round. Medrano into De Boer, the Israeli striker, trying to get a tackle in there. That's a bad tackle, that is actually. Not the best place to give it away as Gurusai whipping the ball in. Papelu with the header. Easy for Ter Stegen though as Frankie de Jong running around the houses. That's a good squeezed pass into Ferran. And that's a good step away into Memphis Depay. He's ahead of the defender. Memphis Depay has got Ansu at the back post trying to be unselfish. But he's not tall enough to win them headers. Maybe I should have just cracked that as Ansu is in fact staying down. That's not good with the Champions League final not far away. Oh dear. He's getting straight off as Kessié with a pass in the middle. I'm going to avoid passing to him. I do not want to anger that injury at all. I've even lost possession because I didn't want to pass to him. As we'll just see it out till half time and Ousmane Dembele can come onto the right and Ferran back onto the left. As almost got that one. Still, referee, blow your whistle. Don't let them have this attack. Fran Beltran through the centre, gets it onto De Boer. Oh, he's turned very well against Mazraoui. Not having the best of games, the right back, actually. As they're going to slowly whip it in. Eric Garcia to blast that one away. And we see the half-time whistle blown. 3-0 against Vigo. Fingers crossed Real aren't doing well. I won't mind the title won today, but you can see the scoreline right there. 2-0 against Levante. We'll take it to next week. Of course, not literally, as they have handballed it. Leon the centre-back. And the old Leon player tried to put the pun in there. Memphis Depay now with a pass out to Cucurella. He's going to fizz one into Memphis again. Oh dear, bad pass. As Morano with a pass into Gurusai right here. He's tried to pull a pass off, but we've successfully tackled him. And Kessié now onto Memphis Depay. The space is there for Ousmane Dembele to run down this wing. He's past the defence. He's talking about the next fixture being potentially a title-winning one, but that's a great cross, and that's another header from Ferran Torres again. You don't expect him scoring headers, but he's got 2. A brilliant cross into the box, that one from the new man Ousmane, just introduced. And he does the same thing. Deja vu at the other end of the field. Absolutely brilliant as Ousmane Dembele fizzes one into Kessié. Not the best of places to give it away. Maybe I take him out. Maybe I make some rotations now with Solari running around the houses with it. Gives it into Hugo Malo. Chipped over the top but goes backwards. Now they're going to try and maybe look for a gap. Beltran, the captain, running through. Gurusai, good save. Ter Stegen had to make that as they've rotated the striker and across into the back post. Christiansen with the block. But he's not handled it. It's just come off his arm. That's an unlucky one. At least the game's kind of already sorted in our favour. Papelu with the penalty against Ter Stegen. And he sends him the wrong way. Vigo have the consolation, hopefully. That's all that it is. Big celebrations for just a penalty gone in, but hey ho, each to their own. And Celta Vigo on another attack. Lautaro, Mahango, look at the space he was allowed in the middle. I've just put Gavi on, making the substitution, and they just go straight through. Mahango, number 9, so he must be one of the main strikers, I'm guessing, who they must have primarily benched. But Celta Vigo, I wouldn't say they're back in this game, but they do have 2 goals really, really quickly. Oh dear, defenders just split. And Ter Stegen is beaten. You can see they're trying to get away quickly as they're sat very deep back, but counter-attacking, I'm guessing. As Carlos, look at this, yeah. Trying to go quick. Solari out on the wing. We've got 14 minutes left. Surely we can't concede 2 as Cucurella to run forward with the ball. He's got a man on the wing. Here we go. Ferran Torres into Memphis. Kessié running through. Mohamed Kessié, or Franck Kessié. Mohamed Kessié. It's because he's running like Mohamed Salah through the middle. That's why I got confused. As we'll go near post with the corner. Ferran Kessié's up there again, and it's a good save. Feel like I do want that free goal cushion more than conceding another one. I'd rather have another goal, that's what I'm trying to say, as we might get one here. Frankie de Jong at the back post, header saved very well, still fights for it back, tries to get the shot off, can't do it. Kessié onto the edge, Gavi, everyone's throwing everything at it, Dembele at the keeper. At least they shouldn't be back into it as Kessié across de Jong. That's a good ball here. Ousmane Dembele spins, tries to beat the keeper. Oh, Villar didn't get it. I was going to spin and try and put it into the far corner, but keeper kind of read it, so squandered that chance a little bit. Cucurella win that header. Doesn't, but they've gone backwards anyway. And Christiansen, you should be shattered, mate. Take a break. He's still making the great tackles as Ferran Torres goes to turn in as well. Not successful. Still fights for it and wins it. Brilliant. Richarlison from range. What a save that is. But we'll just take it. Cucurella will whip it in from the short corner. Why not? That's a terrible cross. A woeful cross, but the game should be over. Leon forward. There we go. The 4-2 win is sealed. Did Real bottle it? Let's watch the graphics a little bit here. We're not celebrating as much as I'd like us to. I think the league is still open, but it shouldn't be in the next game. And how long is Ansu out? That's the question. 5 days. Still haven't looked at these scout reports for the youngsters, which I do want to look at without a voice break for next season. As it comes down to Getafe, I'm pretty sure, yes. Bilbao can't win it. Betis can't win it. The gap is 5 points. If we win here, there's only 3 points available in the next one. As Ansu's saying he's back in the team. Maybe I do put him on the bench to start off with, because Dembele did do okay once he came on. Yeah. I'm going to take that little risk. Depay's gone up a rating as well. That's nice to see. Defence is fully fit. Garcia a little bit off the pace, but that's enough to live with. I'm not going to get stressed over that. Dembele in. That is the only change, of course. Fati's on the bench. I feel sorry for Nico Gonzalez. He'll definitely play in the next game if the title is wrapped up. As hopefully it's wrapped up here. The big game is right here. Then we have the big game, which is the Champions League later on. 2 basically finals, I'd say. And we've got the tifo up. We are ready for this one. It's a sunny day at Camp Nou. Oh, this could be a good one. You can see all the foam flashes in the background. Everyone's got the cameras out. They want to see a trophy lifted today. Here is the lineup. Conde in goal. Iglesias, Alvarez, Mitrovic, and Rodriguez Benito. Wagner sitting with Jensen, Yankto in front, Mijto, and Samatta with Rizzo up front. And it looks like a decent regen. But yeah, from the teams I've seen, it looks like they're weaker as well. It looks like everyone rotates at the end of the season, thinking that possibly the league's gone for them, the relegation places. I'm saying the league's gone. Getafe fans, maybe you'll win the league one day if you play your full team, but who knows? I mean, yeah, it looks like every team is going weaker, and hopefully we can do before the final, as Frankie de Jong running through the middle right here. Ousmane Dembele. I mean, we've weakened in that aspect for Ansu Fati as Kessié goes for a curler. I'd love to put on a show in this game, but this is one that I don't really care about putting a show on for. I'd rather just have the 3 points and just get that trophy lifted instead of entertain the fans. Let's try and entertain them in the next game when we've rotated. But Cucurella, good pass into Memphis, onto Pedri, and we lead here at the Nou Camp in this vital game. It's the youngster who's got it. That could be the title winning goal. It's come early in the game. We've gone inside. Memphis with a pass on and into the side net. 1-0 we lead. What a start that is as Matt Cucurella making the tackle. Brilliant. Brilliant passion for the club to keep that in as Frankie de Jong sees Ousmane on this wing. It's a bit overhit, but Ousmane's going to fight for that one. And he almost wins it. He goes back into Frankie. Good pass. Kessié again. Well, not Kessié, but Pedri. Every midfielder's everywhere. That's why I'm getting them mixed up. As now Iglesias with a pass into Eric Garcia. Cucurella making a tackle again. That is a horrific challenge from their striker as we keep the ball. They're trying to injure us for our cup final as Ferran Torres running down this wing. Little dummy. Tried to shake the defender off. Flying volley from Dembele just missed, but again we keep the ball. Kessié across, De Jong, Kessié, Memphis. Oh, and what a save! Samatta goes in the book, the ex-Villa striker, as we'll cross this one in, looking near post. Ferran Torres, Christiansen with the header, and it is a good save. Don't think he's ever scored for the club, Christiansen. I know, it's been quite a while. I'm going to try and control him again, though, because he does have the height in the box, and he gets on it again, and it's pushed all wide again. Very unlucky. It looks like we can beat them in the air, but for this one, I'll go short. I'll go to the edge. Pedro will turn out, and he'll blast one, and he'll hit the hand of Dimitrovic, or Mitrovic, or whatever his name is in the defence, and we will get a penalty 25 minutes in. 2-goal cushion in this one could be crucial. We'll take that. Pedri forces it, and Frank Kessié, who is the captain for today and will lift the trophy in Araujo's absence. Sorry if that doesn't sit well with people, but he scores the penalty off the post. That is a big one. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we will put on a show in this game, because we are wheeling away with victory as it stands. Even a draw is enough here, as ball over the top. Nusan Mazraoui to read that one. Pedri with a little flick on with the head. Kessié into Memphis Depay around the corner. Pedri will charge forward a little bit here, not the best of passes. Ferran Torres into the middle. We'll just take another one before half-time, and then we're sitting very comfortably as Ferran has this out wide. In-swinger, Memphis at the near post. Went for it. The performance, though, what a performance as Cucurella far forward there. It's been very good in this game. Midstow with a pass over to Jensen. They're going to charge at us. No, they're going to go wide now into Wagner on this side. As that's inside to Midstow, back out to them. Don't let them get a goal before half-time. They're inside. And Ter Stegen, brilliant. If I were him, though, I'd be quite angry with the defence, how they just let him freely turn. As that's in towards the near post. I don't know what that was from Ter Stegen. He's getting bored. He's just flopping around as Yankto. It's a tackle on Mazraoui, who's struggling in these last 2 games. Is his season already over? Still got Champions League to go, mate. But what a first half. 2-0. And of course we have to lose this game not to win the league. A draw is even enough, so they've got to score 3 goals. Let's make sure they have to score 4 if they can, as Memphis around the corner into Ousmane. Ousmane Dembele right here. A little bit of skill. Showboat for them fans, as that's a good pass now. Ferran, Memphis will try and go down that wing, but that was a poor pass. Actually a poor idea from me, as Samatta with it. Christiansen tries to get that. That's a bad tackle from Andreas. Don't get sent off. There we go. Yellow card. Ooh, he'll be rested for the next game anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much to us. As who's taking this? Don't know. It's, I think, Wagner maybe? Yes, he's laid that off to Mangola through bodies. Luckily doesn't hit an arm. Tried to play it back in the path of Wagner, and we should get this away. Kessié, not the best of passes, mate. Bit risky. Samatta, Midstow, round the corner. Ali Samatta. 2-1. 2-1. Should have kept a clean sheet in this. Not too overly happy with that, how we've conceded it. Just a 1-2. And blasted through bodies. Number 9 just in the way, putting us off. And it working. It's in the back of the net. And Pedri to make way for Gavi, who's going to get his usual sub appearance. He's working his way up into the first team. I'm trying to mould him in. But of course we're playing well as it is. As Memphis get the cushion back. He does. Oh, that is poor goalkeeping, but it's 3-1, and that should be title back on. To be fair, it was already on, but that's just sealed it, I think. That has definitely sealed it. They're not scoring another 4. Definitely not. And Memphis, you beauty. And Gavi here in the middle of the park. On to Memphis Depay. We'll continue to play with confidence. It's Frankie. It's across. It's Ferran. Now Gavi. This is good play. Marc Cucurella out wide. He's going to go back in. Kessié, I'd usually shoot from here, but I'm not gonna. De Jong will try and sensibly play it in, but that chip over the top didn't work. And Frankie De Jong with a pass into Kessié as well. As Memphis Depay will backheel that. Gavi, where can we really go? I don't know. Memphis Depay now on to Frankie De Jong. They're defending better now. They've gone 3-1 down as Ferran Torres just can't find that gap. Memphis Depay will play it out to Dembele. He's coming off soon, and that's a good ball in. Overhead kick attempted by Ferran, as I want to watch the subs. We've made some subs right here. Can we watch them make their way onto the field, please? Will it show us? Hopefully it does. Ousmane Dembele coming off. And he can see the other man coming on for Andreas Christiansen. Gerard Piqué, hopefully, will be on the field when we win the league. And can he even get a goal? He's coming straight on for the corner, of course. Gerard Piqué, absolutely love the man. That's a very decent ball, but Dimitrovic, their captain, does well. Still he stayed up. Piqué in the box. Oh, what a save. Totti onto Dario here. We're into stoppage time. Are they going to get another chance off? Please don't let them score the final goal. That would not be nice. Piqué doesn't get across to it. That should go out. It doesn't. But Ter Stegen catches, and the final whistle goes. Camp Nou erupts because they know what is happening right here. They've come to see it happen, and they will see it happen. The La Liga title will be lifted here by Barcelona. I really did think it'd take 4 or 5 seasons to win it. We've not won a top flight in a career mode in quite a while, but it doesn't matter. We've done it right here with La Liga. We've won it. Barcelona champions. We have been the better team over the 37 games so far, losing only 3, if I'm not mistaken. That is sensational, as there is the trophy. All the players walking on. I'm glad Piqué's there as well in his kit. Kessié, he's only been here 2 years and he's lifting 3 trophies. What a season, or a career he's turning out to have, as we'll lift it down low and then we will, we should raise it very high. La Liga champions in the 2nd season right here under my management. Mes que un club indeed. We move on to the Champions League today as well. I'm not going to clickbait it. I'm not going to drag it out. We're going to do both today. But what an achievement that one is. Going around the stadium with the trophy as well. Beautiful. Show that off to the Camp Nou faithful. Kessié, what a signing. What a team. What a team. And 7 points is the gap still as we have the final game of the season. That's going to be rotated completely. I'm going to say glad you're available again, Ansu. Probably be the Champions League final you might start in. Depends how we go. And we've completely rotated the side for the trip to the Yellow Submarine in 8th. They're pushing for, of course, places in Europe, I'm guessing. So maybe our team's slightly helping them out. We've got very rotated team. I mean, I'm not going to walk you through them all. Got Busquets and Piqué in there. Love to see them playing. Gonzalez and Gavi in the midfield of the park. Very, very nice. As let's just simulate this one before we move on to a Champions League final. I expect to get beat. We do. 3-0. Bit more shocking than I actually expected. Ajorc with a brace and Moy Gomez. As that was a game for, of course, what do you call it? For contracts. Couple of players showing maybe they've not got it in the bank. Peña is one who's running out, as I'm going to go over here and see who we actually could sign up. We've got Mingueza who's leaving, Puigu's leaving, and the rest of them I'm not too sure about. Will Neto try and sign as the rotational goalkeeper? Sporadic, there we go, right. We might be keeping hold of Neto here 2nd time round. If I knew he might have actually stayed, I might have played him in that last game. No release clause. We've got to do a release clause. We've got to. It's part of football here over in Spain. 20 million. He's kind of fine. 17.4. Fine. Okay. We'll take any money for him, to be fair, with his age as his wage. Can we take it down a little bit? 80k. 81. That's good. Deflating the wage bill. Very nice, as Neto will stay back up for 2 years. Very nice to get him on a cheaper wage as we move forward to this final. I'm going to make a change right here in this squad, as it looks like Cucurella's going to be tired, but he shouldn't be by the time we get there. That is hopefully the squad we go with, but I'll sim on, as here we go. We're on the day. Norway, I'm not being your manager. Don't say. Don't say. Oh, he's talking about his wages. Focus on your football, Ricky Puig. You won't be with us next season. Stay on the wages that you're on, as this is the lineup for the Champions League final. We've got Ter Stegen in goal, Nusan Mazraoui, Eric Garcia, Andreas Christensen and Marc Cucurella, Frank Kessié, Frankie de Jong and Pedri, with Ferran Torres, Memphis Depay and Ansu Fati. The bench is Richarlison, Ousmane Dembele, Dani Olmo, Pablo Gavi, Serginho Dest, Gerard Piqué and Pedro, or no, it's something Neto. I can't remember his first name. It always escapes me. I've been saying it wrong. I feel really bad for Adama Traore and Nico Gonzalez, being good rotational players, but won't make it to the Champions League squad. Hopefully they travel with us as we face Napoli in the final. If you're going to beat anyone, I'll say it again, not to jinx us, you want to play these. Here we are, we've even brought the Tifo. Which stadium is this? Which stadium is this? Is the Wanda Principalo, Estadio de Sol Benfica. Okay, a very nice stadium. I can see why they have the Ferran Torres tifo out. They tried to pay his release clause but couldn't get away with it, as this is a good team we must be against. It looks like they've made quite a few signings. There is the trophy, which hopefully we will have our hands on. Can Kessier make it 2 days? 2 trophy lifts. As whose team shown first? Ours. I want to see theirs. Here we go. Let's have a look. Oliver Baumann in goal. Oh, it's not the goalkeeper I expect to see. I expect to see Murray, who's on the bench. As it's Koufal, Stones, Kimpembe and Grimaldo. All new signings at the back. Fabian Koke, Mertens, Lozano, Osimhen and Insigne. You can see why they've got to the final, to be fair. The defence they have signed, not goalkeeper. I think Baumann's a wacky choice to go with. But still, it's a decent one, I guess. Maybe Murray hasn't progressed as I'd like him to. But I can't believe that. Stones, Kimpembe, Koufal and Grimaldo. What a back four that is to sign. As we are going to get us started right here. Nusa Mazraoui. We won the Europa League last year. Let's make it back-to-back Europe wins. That is sensational for a rebuild, even if it is Barcelona. They're struggling in real life, and it would be good. Ferran into the front post. Oh, and Depay got there. Good save, Oliver Baumann. 5 minutes into this one, we're already threatening. As we'll go with the corner ball. Keeper looks to say, or looks as if he's staying at home, as Stones wins his header. He's going to do well, and Christiansen stayed down. Not what we need. Not what we need, a defensive injury in this game. And I think it's what we've got. We have Gerard Piqué is going to have to come on in the Champions League final. Oh my days, what a risk. But still, he's experienced in these kind of games. And he's going to have to continue to be. And we've got him for crosses like here. Substitution 12 minutes in the Champions League final, which I did not expect to make. But there we go. The man on the back of my shirt, if he scores, I'm going to go absolutely mental. You know that, don't you? As that's a good ball into him. Piqué! Came off Kimpembe's shoulder. Was it a shout for handball, this one? A little bit. Still, we haven't got it. We'll have to go again with a cross into the box. Gerard Piqué there again. We just know he's the most threatening. Piqué headed away. He's hit the deck now, and he's rolling about. Kimpembe keeps it. Why is he rolling about? Memphis, that's a bad ball. He's actually injured as well. Can you believe it? Oh my, Serginho Dest. Maybe I have to put him on. What is this Champions League final? That's a good ball into the box though. And we still do continue to threaten. I cannot believe we're going to have to make 2 substitutions within 20 minutes though. I got told about the injury sliders. They've been good. I think I've enjoyed having the sliders on. I really have. It's made it realistic. Maybe I can turn them down a little bit. But, oh, this is just unlucky. This is 2 clatterings in the box. This is what their new defence must have been doing to get to this final. Just taking out the opposition as Cucurella with a cross in. Not working. I really don't trust playing with players who are even in the slightest injured in a Champions League final. So, Piqué's going to come off as Frankie de Jong. Whoa, we went to turn and he's come straight through the back. I mean, this could be a big moment. This could be a red card, you know. It was a horrific challenge. And he's reached the top pocket. Grimaldo goes in the book with a yellow. Oh, he's very lucky. That was a rough challenge as Piqué's coming off for Dani Olmo. You might think, what are we doing here? Frankie de Jong is going to go to centre-back because it only takes him to an 82. Because, of course, he's 92 rated now. So I'm risking it for a biscuit. Free kick accuracy is in favour of Ferran Torres. And we're going to try and go quite low. A lot of power on this because it's out wide. Ferran Torres hasn't been taking them. And probably won't ever again. He is no Neymar as Ansu Fati. Into Memphis Depay, Dani Olmo. With just a touch right out here to Ferran Torres. Who's allowed to gently jog it through the middle. Now onto Mazraoui. He's going to give it into Franck Kessié. Now Pedri. Out wide into Cucurella. Ansu Fati. Can we find a pass through that gap? We tried. Fights back for it. Does Ansu. Brilliant back in the team. As Ferran finds the gap to him. He's off the post. We've hit the post in the first half here. Even though we've had the 2 injuries. Napoli parking the bus in the Champions League final. And they've got the defence to do it, to be fair to him. Kessié with a passing to Dani Olmo. Can we get this out wide? We don't. Insigne jumps in. Victor Osimhen back. and Fabian, the Spaniard, Hervin Lozano. They're going to try and come out the shell a little bit here. They are. We've got a man in the middle we've got to watch. Frankie de Jong coming across. He's trying to mark his man. What can Frankie do in defence? He's quite small, but he gets the interception. It falls there. Pedri, good tackle. Out of everyone, I do trust Frankie because I like Kessié staying in front of the defence. He would have been the obvious choice, but I do like him in that position he plays in as Dani Olmo across. Big game for him as well, a Champions League final. Never been in one. As Cucurella now into Pedri through the gap just before half-time. We could steal a goal and it would be scenes as Ansu Fati. Bad pass. As at half-time, already used 2 subs. And the scoreline sits at 0-0. We've been all over them, just pressing them back into their box. You can see 22% possession. Oh my days. If we're going to keep the same team on, it could have been more smooth sailing. We might have stood a chance as Pedri. Come on. A goal must be coming in this second half. I do not want extra time with the less subs that I have. As Ferran Torres into Memphis Depay. Now across to Franck Kessié. Dani Olmo tries to put one across, but it falls back to Marc Cucurella. Kessié. This is good keep ball. Memphis Depay. Back into Noussair Mazraoui. Now across to Ferran Torres. Back in the middle. Oh, that pass needed to come off. I will try and run down this wing where we've left a little bit of a gap. Grimaldo into Koke. Koke over the top into Insigne. Insigne steps at the side of us, but Mazraoui gets that one away. Kessié across the field. Ansu Fati. Dani Olmo. Look at Ferran Torres, point where he wants it. We'll try and cut inside because we've got the space to do so. Feed a little bit to the defender, then take it away from him as that's a good ball out wide. Ansu at the back post. And what a miss. That was so close as Ferran Torres on the ball here as well. Dani Olmo through to Pedri. Pedri now steps back a little bit. Dani Olmo, can he get this ball out wide? He does. Ferran Torres, we've got runners into the box again. Crossing has been working previously. Today, I mean, as well, like in the previous games today, so that's why I am trying a little bit, as Memphis Depay will go centrally this time, though. Mazraoui, that is a bad tackle. Kimpembe now in the book, their defence is going aggressive, and what a position for a free kick this is. They're making their first change, Hervin Lozano off the field. It's got to be Memphis back on free kicks, doesn't it? What a huge position this is. We'll go wide. We will go for the curl. Oh, that's shocking. What a terrible free kick in a promising position that was. As we've won the header over Insigne. He's rolling about now. It's the Champions League final of injuries. As we've tried to chip that over. Grimaldo watching this, but there's actually a break in play. Insigne, seriously injured. Has to be taken off as 18 minutes left. Franck Kessié with a switch into Mazraoui. Now Memphis. Kessié again. Pedri. Through the centre of the park. We'll just keep this ball steady. Ansu Fati. Look at the back post as Ferran is peeling off. Goes for a shot. Grimaldo with the block. That was very important. Win it here would be amazing as we've won it in a good position as well. Franck Kessié. He loves to win it in a good position. That's a ball into him at the near post. Kimpembe reads it. It was quite well not to let that hit his arm. It was bobbling off the ground in front of him as Grimaldo with a whipped in ball. That's a good header onto Eric Garcia. And Ansu Fati doesn't know where to go. We'll keep going down the wing, but he's got a man inside in Dani Olmo, who switches it. Memphis Depay, Ferran Torres, man at the back post. Dani Olmo, what a save, Baumann! I had a thought that was going to go well as Ferran Torres has got injured at the other side of the field. I was going to take a winger off for Dembele, however, so maybe that's a blessing in disguise a little bit. Not the best to get him injured. All subs have been made as What a moment that was. Frankie de Jong now across though into Memphis Depay. He turns his man easily. Dani Olmo. Ferran Torres could have avoided passing to him, to be fair. And we're approaching the end of the game right here. Still being dominant in this second half, but looks like it might be extra time, although they have the ball in a threatening position. They're in our half. Fabian through out onto the wing. Victor Osimhen. Don't let him get it forward. That's into a gap. That's Fabian. That's Ter Stegen at his best. We let them have a shot. No wonder he's going mad. Eric Garcia almost costed the Champions League final by not going to his man as a corner ball. And it's a dreadful corner. Ansu at the near post to just take this away. And we are heading for extra time. Couldn't do it in 90. Can we do it in 120? Like I said in my press conference, I cannot underestimate Napoli, and they've done very well defensively. Their manager's got them structured. Must be a good manager, as that's a good tackle there though. Ansu Fati, I'd like to get it done in extra time if we continue our domination, as that's a good turn from Memphis. He's going to get tired soon, but he'll have to play on as Cucurella out wide right here. We've got Ansu, we're going to dink that into over the top. Memphis, it falls to, and at the near post, Memphis Depay scores in extra time in the final. He's doing his celebration, and he is running into the corner. What a big goal. If only it came earlier. I'm over there celebrating. I know we've got all of extra time still to go, but what a big goal it is. And what's this camera angle? Show us the boys celebrating. Telling me to take him off. No chance. Ansu with the dummy of dreams. And it's the outside of the foot past Baumann in goal. They've done so well to keep it clean sheet by now. But no. We take the lead in extra time of the Champions League final, courtesy of Memphis Depay. It could only be that man. It could only be him, but still, we've got so much time left. What a long episode this one's probably going to be, as Koke across into Fabian. Now Elmas with space to strike. Frankie de Jong, I think that was handball, falls back to him. Ter Stegen. Brilliant. Brilliant save as a corner ball from the number 8. Is that Koke? No, it's Fabian with a good ball. That Koufal winning his header. Ter Stegen has to get that. I've got one change left, and our most fatigued player at the moment is Memphis Depay. I'm going to wait until the second half, though, to get Richarlison on, I think. Give him his Champions League final debut as Memphis into Kessié. Not the best, that. And we've had it took off of us. Elmas to run at us. Trying to just grapple across his Pedri. Just trying to see this out. All hands to the defensive pump. As there is half-time in extra time. Napoli are going to seriously have to show something in this second half right here. They have 15 minutes to do it in as well. So Memphis Depay with a pass back into Nusa Mazraoui. Kessié will try and drill this out wide. Not the best of passes, that one at all. But the ball will fall back to us. Kessié round the corner. Memphis. Dani Olmo with a sweet turn. Ousmane's there. Can he get a goal in the final? He's going to put it across. Depay reaching and winning the header, but a good save. That would have surely been it wrapped up as Fabian with the flick back. We have 5 minutes. Ball over the top. Kessié wins his header. What a beast. He deserves to lift the trophy. There was question marks over him being captain, including from myself and you guys, but he has just been immense. He's been absolutely brilliant as Kessié. That's a good whipped in ball, and just before he comes off, it is saved by Baumann again. Still, we have the corner ball. 1 added minute. We're not going to take it into the corner. We'll whip it in. And we should get this drop down. Eric Garcia into Ousmane Dembele. Pass off. Kessié. Ranger. That's not the best place to lose it, to be fair. But it doesn't matter. Final whistle blown. It wasn't the quadruple. We lost on penalties in the Copa de España final. But it is a back-to-back European victory. We've won the Europa League. And now we have won the biggest one of them all. We've won La Liga and the Champions League. It's fair to say this is my most successful ever save here on YouTube. And this team that I've done it with must be my favourite. I love Grimsby so much. But this team right here, Championes. Here we go. It's the best trophy you can lift. Players already up there. Ter Stegen walking up. Everyone singing their hearts out. Richarlison's up there as well. Frankie de Jong. What a player. Must be up for the Ballon d'Or. He must be. He's played centre-back in the Champions League final. Out of position and kept a clean sheet. Yes, they didn't threaten much. But it's a big achievement. As Kessié's lifting 2 trophies in 2 games today. And there we go. Champions League winners. Barcelona. It's a big achievement. He lifts it up again. Pass it about, Kessié. Come on, we'll lift it round Benfica. Wasn't a long travel for us as well. Just over to the other side in Portugal. Oh, what a win. Just what a win that is. Absolutely love the boys for that one. 1-0. Even hitting the microphone. It don't matter though. What an achievement. 1-0. We've just won the Champions League in our first season back in it. How big of an achievement is that? And our manager rating is only 75. As PK 5 days, Ferran 4 weeks, Christiansen 5 days. That is okay. They'll all be back for next season. That is A-okay. I don't think I need to round up the leagues and everything because, of course, we've bloody won it. We'll just round up the team as we usually do. Ter Stegen, not brilliant, but absolutely amazing at decisive moments. He's been outstanding. Duran looks like the future as well when Ter Stegen moves out. Neto, good as a backup. Peña and Tenas will leave the club. He's had a shocking game. 5.4 rating. And a 5.5 and a 5.3, not very good. Cucurella being really good, although he's only got 2 assists. He's seemed better than that. Dest the same. He's got a rating higher. Truffier and Balde will return next season. Mingueza's leaving us. Eric Garcia, when he stepped in, he's only got a 6.3, but when he has stepped in, he's been good. He's been a good replacement for, of course, the injured Araujo. As Christiansen, brilliant. These lone boys are going to come back soon. Lenglet will not be coming back. I've already decided that. PK hopefully retires here. I hope he retires next season so he doesn't rot in the reserves and he can rot a legend. Or not rot at all. As there we go. Ronnie Araujo, before his injury, our best player. I would have said player of the season, but of course got injured. As Mazarawi. Got good ratings actually. Pretty good. Kessié, amazing. 8 goals and 5 assists. Really enjoyed Frank Yannick Kessié this season. Busquets, hopefully does the same as PK. Signs us believing us. Puig the same. Gonzalez, I want to involve a bit more. 3 goals, 1 assist in 20 games. Same with Pablo Gavi, of course. 18 years old, him. What a revelation he will be. Pedri, brilliant. 4 goals, 8 assists. Just them injuries. As Kessié, 15 and 14. Not Kessié, De Jong. 15 and 14. How good has this guy been? Gotta be up for the Ballon d'Or. Dani Olmo, good as he's come in. 5 goals, 2 assists. Hannibal, maybe another loan deal. Colado's leaving us. Ezelawi, doing okay on loan. Ansu, 27 goals and 11 assists. Are youth at this club? As Dembele, 5 and 5. Say he didn't play every single game at the start. He's come on a little bit. As Traore, 17, 0 goals, 0 assists this season. Been quite poor for him, but of course not being as involved. Elias, not getting involved at West Ham, but growing from his training. As Ferran Torres, 17 and 15. Pretty decent from him. I didn't expect that, actually. As Guerreiro, Carrillo and Gil. Maybe all loan deals, or maybe Gil does stay. Looks like another Gavi, but up front. Hopefully get the best out of him. Richarlison, 9 and 6. He's proved he can be that backup that we needed. I was going to loan him out at one point. As Braithwaite, backup if he wants to stay. Aubameyang hopefully moves on or retires. As Jolita's doing okay out on loan, 5 and 2. Memphis Depay, 27 goals and 14 for an off season. That is absolutely brilliant. And Azon, I don't know if he returns or not actually. I don't know about him. But I've got to give a player of the season out. I was very close to giving it Kessié because of his relatively newness to the squad. But after speaking about him getting the Ballon d'Or and everything, Ansu's come very close as well. But Frankie de Jong. It's got to be Frankie de Jong. He got us through them Champions League rounds, as that is it for season number 2. A lot of comments about press conferences. I am going to do one at the start of next episode. So please, if you've got questions, get them down below and everything. As what a season this has been. A treble. Not the quadruple, but we've got a season in the bank, of course. So, we move on. As thank you guys for watching this episode right here. Do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe with the notification bell on as well, so you do not miss an episode here on the channel. What an ending. Gonna be a long one, but I do not care myself. So hopefully you guys don't. You've seen 2 trophy lifts. As all of you, make sure you take care. In a bit. Subscribe if you've not already. What an episode this has been. And peace.